Hello everyone, my name is Dylan Erickson and this is my discussion post for the third scenario in Aviation 326. In this scenario, we're on a we're a commercial student on a solo cross-country flight in between two checkpoints, or not checkpoints, points on our navlog. We noticed that the time that we estimated for it to take for us to get between point to point is taking much longer than we expected. Using our flight skills, we're going to use the decide model to figure out what happened and what we should do and what happened. The first two letters are D and E for detect and evaluate. Uh, During we detect the issue, uh, we're going potentially a lot slower than we should have. We're gonna figure out we got to figure out why it is that our calculations are off. If we're going slower, what we're gonna do with that. So we can do some quick mental math, look around, figure it out. Evaluate. Some of the potential issues with this is that we could be burning fuel faster than possible. Weather's changed at our destination airport. There's could be some ATC implications. We're supposed to arrive at an airport at a time, but we're going slower, so we got to let them know. And there's a bunch of different reasons this could happen that could also lead to more concerns. The next two letters, C and I, are for consider and identify. Uh, Instead of considering the possible options, we're going to use it more as identify, uh, identify the problem, find the problem, and identify the best solution. So some of the things that immediately come to head is we could have, or the weather could have changed. We've got the wrong power settings. The our nav chart, the math is wrong on that. We could have forgotten something on the checklist, like we didn't put the flaps up after takeoff. We didn't do something, so we're going a lot slower. Performance calculations are wrong. There's a lot of different things. As simple as it could sound, we could have bumped the flap lever, and we're flying with flaps down, so we're going slower. Immediate fixes that we have at hand is listen to the ATIS, go over all of our checklists, redo some quick math. How long does it take to get to point A? Take distance divided by half S. We're going blah blah blah. Do all that. Just look outside the airplane. See if there's anything you can notice. Are we picking up ice? Are we getting heavier? Are we as our flaps down? Are we flying trim up? Are we what's just look outside. Redo some of the performance calculations and just do some quick math with that. In the scenario, we're not given an exact reason for what actually happened in the flight, but most likely it could be, or we're gonna start looking easiest to hardest. We're first gonna look at our power, look at our flaps, look at our prop. Are we feathered the right way that we need to be feathered? Are we all these things, and then we'll look. Okay, if that's not the issue, let's do some math real quick. Let's take our distance that we need to be divided by our speed that we're going and see if there's a weather change, if our ground speed is what we thought it should be, if there's something like that that's happening, and then we're gonna use that math for the go. We can ask ATC for some help. We can say, hey, seem to be going a little bit slower than I thought. Is there a change of winds that we've gotten? And just ask around for help. But using that information, we're going to determine what's happening. So we're just going to say in this example that it's our en route winds have changed. So based off of that, some of the things that we have to look at, be concerned with, is that our performance calculators might be off, as in it's going to take us a lot longer to get there because we're doing, I don't know, let's say 20 knots slower than we anticipated for. We thought we were going to have a 10 knot tailwind. I have a 10 knot headwind. That's a change of 20. We're going 20 knots slower. Our fuel calculations could be off. We maybe expected to be in there for an hour. Now we're up there for an hour and a half, 2 hours. Who knows? We might have to divert. We might have to stop and get fuel. If our destination weather is getting worse as the day goes on, and we're now expected to get there 2 hours later, that could be IFR weather that we're not in an IFR flight plan for. So noticing that we're going slower is definitely a concern. Like I said, in this scenario, we're not given an exact reason of what this is. But like I said, we're just going to use the example of winds have changed. We're going to now redo some of the performance calculations, how fast we're going, uh, how long it's going to take us to get there, how much fuel we're going to burn, what's our destination look like, our destination weather look like before or after now. That's part of the reason why we got to look at our destination weather an hour before, an hour after our destination, or our arrival time, and our IFR times, or in our IFR flight planning. Um, and those are some of the things that we're looking for. And thanks for watching. I'm sorry for the late upload. I've been traveling the past couple days and get stuck at some airports due to some weather in Dallas. Had 3 flights be canceled. Sorry, not three. 2 flights canceled, and I got one tomorrow. Trying to hopefully get back, but a lot of weather. Sorry, and thanks for watching.